stop number 7 on the NNSCRA Pizza Hut Truck Series, which brings us to Charlotte Motor Speedway in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we're here today for the 7th stop of this race here, and a second stop on a 1.5-mile racetrack here, or third stop, I should say, on an intermediate track. Because we've already done Texas and we already done California. Now we're doing here Charlotte Motor Speedway, the only time the trucks will visit Charlotte in this series. And here's the starting line for this race here. On the pole, it's the unsponsored number 6 of Quentin Moore. He's on the pole for this race here today. Beside him will be number 52. It is Matt McIntyre at the wheel of his Toyota. Second row sees Pedro Lucas in number 17 and number 4, William Brock. Next row has number 11, Mitchell Collins. He's flanked by number 44, Kyle Matthews. Fourth row sees Bale Moscow, number 13, the Tenda Pet Care Ford. She's flanked by number 98, Kat Batson, at the wheel of her Ford. Next row down has Laura Chung in 51, the Dex Imaging Toyota, and number 88, Keith Batson, the man who dominated at Sonoma the last race on the tour, the Mold Armor Ford truck number 88. Next row is 68, Zachary Fitzwater, and the wheel of his Chevrolet, and number 33, Jacob Thibodeau. Next row down has Scott Upton in 38 and number 00, Paul Minnick. Next row is Matt Haas and the 18 and the 45 truck of Diego Yepes. Next row down is Kev Shearer in 54, and number 19 is Rob Evans. Excuse me. Next row is 23, Stephen Colon, and number 3, Phil Parker. Next row down has number 16, Nathan Hudson, and number 29, Johnny Gardner. Next row down is number 99, Carson Gum, and he'll be alongside number 74. It is James Sykes. Then it's number 75, Jesse Turner, who won at Daytona this season in the Food Country Chevrolet. He's alongside Dylan Young in number 2 at the wheel of his Chevrolet. Next row down has Ashlyn Boyd in number 7 and number 10, Joshua Osborne. Next row has number 24, Nathan Orman, and number 40, John Andrews. Then it's Seth Cole in number 9, and number 87, it is Daniel Bouchard. Next row down has number 21, Cole Deaver, and number 15, Brad Stover. And Roberto Crown Jr. has the caboose in the field. He starts in the last position. So with that all being said, here's the command to fire him up here at Charlotte.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Command's been given the bar to the entrance here today. As the pace truck leads the field off to the pit road here, we'll be back for the start of the race right after this. So the field moving through turns number 3 and 4 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Quentin Moore and Matt McIntyre will lead them down to the green flag. As we're about to go 40 laps of racing here on this 1.5-mile racetrack, located almost in the heart of Concord, North Carolina. The green flag flies are underway here in Charlotte. Off the second turn they come here. Quentin Moore gets a good start. And number 6 here. Here comes Pedro Lucas trying to look to the low side on the backstretch here. And now he's caught in the middle here as Mitchell Collins in the number 11 truck. Off to number 4. 3 wide there back there as Quentin Moore leads lap number 1. Kat Metzen stuck in the middle of number 8 and number 98 truck as she squeezes them up in front of her husband Keith there. Number 40 truck of John Andrews already had problems. I think he may have gone on the pit road for an unscheduled pit stop here before the green flag even fell. So right now it's Quentin Moore and Mitchell Collins first and second right now. Ford in first, Toyota in second position right now. 16 Chevrolets, 10 Toyotas, and 9 Fords. The manufacturer's breakdown in this series. As Collins brings his number 11 truck to the top spot here, Bale Moscow, who has not had a good season so far, trying to turn all that around. The number 13 machine as he runs in the second position right now, going for the lead, and he's got it. I'm not sure if that's a he or she driving that truck here. This is a new Vale Moscow is a new name to this series. I might add too in this series. That's why I can't figure out what type of person it is here. So bear with me on that. But right now, Vale goes to the top spot right now as he leads as the first lap was led by that driver. Comes number 68 though, Zachary Fitzwater. He's been in our offline for a while, so moves to the low side now to 68 machine. John Andrews the only truck a lap down here as we look at the fast laps of the race so far. 182.248 miles an hour. Fast lap racing is set by the driver running right now in 5th position, Kyle Matthews. As Mitchell Collins goes to the left side, Matthews is going to try to shove him in the number 44 machine. Riding on board with Kyle Matthews in number 44. Matthews driving the Natalie Decker truck here this season. The returns 3 and 4 they come here. Matthews trying to look to the low side here. That's Carson Gunn back there in the number 3 position there in the number 99 truck. James Sykes up there in the 74 and the 88 Keith Badson. And here comes Seth Cullen, number 9, as he's got some power in that low side of number 9 Liberty University Toyota. As he moves into 4th position, maybe 3rd now. So here he goes low side of Mitchell Collins in the 11, as Kyle Matthews is going to lead his first lap of the race in number 44. And now Matt McIntyre stuck in the middle right now in the number 52 truck between Vale Moscow and the 88 of Keith Batson. Batson gets off the throttle here. He's way off the throttle, I should say, as he had to back off, being up on the high side and all. And now another truck moving his way up through the field. That's number 4, the Mobile 1 Toyota of William Brock. Brock moves down to the low side here, the number 4 machine. He'll be driving the number 4 next season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for the number 4 Kodak team. In fact, he'll be driving that number 4 car the next 2 seasons, I should say, in that series here. And also number 4, if he wants the number 4 in the NNSCRA NNSCRA Mellow Yellow series, I should say, as well too. And 3 wide right there, back there too. There they are. That's Cat Batson, Vale Moscow, and the 21 of Cole Deaver, who's now 3 wide as well. Now 3 wide back there too, as the 88 Keith Batson was caught in the middle between he, Ashland Boyd, and Matt McIntyre, who's now being shoved into the field by Johnny Gardner in 29. That's the Chase Briscoe truck he's driving. Down the low side goes truck number 3 there. That's problems on the front stretch. That was the 2 of Dylan Young, who just spun in the number 2 machine. Caution number 1 flies on lap number 11 of this race here. Kyle Matthews is leading him down as they'll race back to the yellow flag. Mitchell Collins trying to find something off turn number 4. He will not do so. Matthews will lead him back to the yellow flag. Dylan Young got squeezed up in the wall coming off turn number 4. That was what happened. Or actually, my mistake here. He went to the. He actually moved up quickly on the 68 truck of Zachary Fitzwater. Here's what caused the yellow flag to fly. Young got pushed up the track right there, up into Fitzwater, squeezed Fitzwater into the wall, right in front of Daniel Bouchard. How Daniel Bouchard did not crash was beyond me. And right in the wall goes Dylan Young, spins that truck coming off turn number 4. And I'm sure Dylan wondering what the heck just happened here. On board Dylan Young's truck. And Dylan Young able to get his truck to start back up, and he will rejoin the action. And now you ride with him on the pit road, him along with Zachary Fitzwater. I'm sure those two are going to have a little bit of talk in the garage area, I'm sure, too, as Dylan's crew goes to work on this number 2 truck here as they make a pit stop. And I'm sure it's gonna be repairing the damage, firing 4 tires on the truck, and while you're in the pits, obviously too, top off on fuel. And Dylan makes his way back off of pit road, 55 miles an hour, the pit speed limit here at Charlotte, as will the 68 of Zachary Fitzwater. He'll also come off of pit road. So pit work done by the crews of both the 68 truck and the 2 truck, I should say, too. But they're both not a lap. Neither one's a lap down though, but they'll both be back in the pack here as the race goes on. So one lap. So my mistake here. This time I will be getting the green flag here for the restart. We'll be restarting with 15 laps in the books, and we'll have 25 to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Resetting the field for you here. Kyle Matthews is your leader. Second is Mitchell Collins. Third is Quentin Moore. William Brock is in fourth, and Carson Gum is in fifth position. The 40 truck of John Andrews trying to get back on the lead lap. He's a lap down in that number 40 machine. That's also a Nice Motorsports truck that he's driving. Nice Motorsports is a team that fields the 40, the 44, and the 45 trucks. And boy, what a move by William Brock to the low side as he powers past. At least powers past William Brock though. But here comes to the low side of Quentin Moore. He gets by him, and now 3 wide. And he's going to not only put John Andrews back a lap down, but also take the lead from Kyle Matthews as well. So kills 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. And William Brock goes to the top spot in the number 4 truck, and I tell you what a rocket ship that number 4 Rumble 1 Toyota has been the first half of this race here so far. Carson Gum to second position now. Here comes Nathan Hudson in 16 machine, the Austin Hill Toyota he's driving. James Sykes in 74. Jacob Thibodeau in 33 is up there. He's up to 5th position now. Quentin Moore riding in 6th position right now. There he is in the number 6 truck. On board Quentin Moore's truck, the number 6 machine. That's the unsponsored Chevrolet that sat on the pole for this race here today. Sat on the pole at over 177 miles per hour at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tries to get by the 33 of Jacob Thibodeau as they come down the back stretch. They see the front 2 trucks of William Brock and Nathan Hudson up ahead. And now Moore gets pushed up the track by Matt McIntyre, number 52. And meantime, Quentin Moore leads his first lap of the race. Through turns 1 and 2 they come here, and Nathan Hudson says so long to the field for the time being. But now William Brock is about to endanger losing second position in a 3 truck of Phil Parker, or actually my mistake, the 88 of Keith Batson. Moves his way to the low side, 3 wide off turn number 4 here. Brock going backwards down the number 4 machine. Over 20 laps in the books, and 20 laps remain in this race here as they come down through turns 1 and 2. Diego Yepes leading a field down to the low side here as they catch up to the back of that pack of trucks, with Vale Moscow being the caboose in that pack for that pack. Vale right now running, so let's see where that truck's running at right now. Well, up to 4th position right now. That's where that truck's going to be clocked at this time by. That is a 4th Thor Sport truck that's in the field right there. That truck, along with Carson Gum from the Thor Sport, shop of trucks here. Well, the other two ThorSport trucks are owned by KAB Enterprises. That's Keith Batson's team. As Hudson goes way up the high side now. Gets a little bit loose through turns 3 and 4 here, but gathers it back up. As number 00, Paul Minnick, goes to the top spot now. And here comes Yepes in the 45 machine. He moves to the low side on Carson Gum. And now they're going to go toe-to-toe with each other to drag race down the backstretch. And they're going to number 3 now. And Yepes wins that battle over Carson Gum. And here comes Stephen Colon in 23. He moves his way up to the field now. Up to third spot goes that number 23 truck of Cologne. Excuse me. I got the belches here today for some reason. Anyway, back to action here as Cologne now moves low side now on Yepes, trying for the top spot now. Daniel Bouchard in 87 now moves his way up to the field. Well, was moving his way up to the field. Is now the 4 of William Brock there moves him back up the track here. And the yellow flag flies for the second time here today. We'll take a look as to what caused the yellow flag to fly here. And I see tire marks on the 16 truck of Nathan Hudson here as Laura Chung moves out of the way in the 51 truck. So I take it Hudson's one of the trucks involved in this whole deal that just took place in turn. I would take it it's come off the turn number 4 on the front stretch. Yep, it's the 11 of Mitchell Collins that got the fuzzy into that lollipop. And he, for just no reason, just shoves the 16 right into the wall. Takes Quentin Moore with him and the 3 of Phil Parker. I'm sure Nathan Hudson is bulldozing him like, what were you thinking, Collins? Wow. And several trucks there avoiding the field right there. Dylan Young mowing the yard in that number 2 Chevrolet. Real time. And amazingly enough, Phil Parker just looped it around and just kept it going. No damage done to that number 3 Chevrolet of his. On board with Quentin Moore, the number 6. Just journeyed that truck through the grass, and he's I don't think he's got any scrapes on that truck to my knowledge here. So yeah, looks like that truck may still make a go of it right here. So Moore running in 18th position right now in this race. As see where everybody else is at right now. Hudson right now running in 28th. And Phil Parker running right now in 34th. So the field making its way through turns 3 and 4 right now as we will have a restart with 12 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is Paul Minnick out in front. Second position is Diego Yepes. Third is Stephen Colon. Fourth is William Brock. Fifth is Daniel Bouchard as the green flag flies. We're back underway. Diego Yepes trying to the outside lane right there. Again, the 40 of John Andrews is not on the lead lap. He is in 35th position right now out of the 35 trucks that started this race here today. And here comes Cologne and Bouchard down the backstretch. Here comes Yepes to the low side of the number 45 machine. And Bouchard moves Cologne now up the track here as Andrews tries to move out of the way here. And it's Diego Yepes leading his first lap of the race here in number 45 machine as he moves to the top spot. Daniel Bouchard in 87 goes to second place now. And 3 wide back there as William Brock gets got to the high side. Matt Haas in the middle. Joshua Osborne to the low side of the 10 truck, the winner at Martinsville this season in this series. And move Osborne up to the top spot here as Andrew's getting bounced off around just a little bit in the number 40 machine. Osborne goes by, as does Cole Deaver in the 21 and Matt Haas in the 18. 2 Chevys in the Toyota on that inside lane right there. And through turns 3 and 4 they come here, and up to the lead goes Diego Yepes, but right there behind him, Keith Batson in the 88 and Scott Upton. How about him in the 38 truck? Runs in 3rd position right now. Through turns 3 and 4 they come here. Upton goes to the high side here. Batson now goes low on truck number 45 of Yepes, and Batson goes for the lead, and he's got it. He's got the inside lane working to his advantage here in the number 88 machine as they come through turns number 1 and 2. Yepes moves back up behind Batson's truck here. Carson Gunn, meantime, the number 99, up to 3rd spot now in the Carolina Nut Ford. And how about Rob Evans in the 19 truck? We haven't talked about him at all tonight. He runs down in 4th position as the Yellow Flag West for the 3rd time here today. And it's Roberto Crown Jr. in the 8 truck that has spun. And Phil Parker's going to beat Dylan Young back to the line for whatever position that was. Oh, and we had a crash right there. That's stating the obvious. But anyway, excuse me. On Fitzwater in the 68 truck, so apparently we had a big to do there going into turn number 1, looks like. And there's what happened right there. Brad Stover turned Jesse Turner around in a 75 truck. Goes to the low side here. Brad Stover just deliberately turns the 75 truck around. And Matt McIntyre barely missed that crash right there. And then here's where the second crash happened. Laura Chung gets in the Brad Stover's truck and into the 74 of James Sykes. Seth Cole's involved. Ashlyn Boyd involved. Dylan Young involved. Mitchell Collins involved. I can't see who else is involved. There's Roberto Crown Jr. in the 8 truck. He was involved. And that was about... One of our in-truck cameras was involved in that crash here. There's Nathan Orman. He was also involved in that crash in a 24 truck. And he was having a solid run here today as well, too. Yeah, Brad Stover started the crash and that took Jesse Turner spinning, and now he gets his just desserts, I guess you could say, and gets turned by Laura Chung in the 51 truck. So I don't want to say the words there, getting what you deserve, but I guess you might say that kind of fit the situation there. On board Dylan Young's truck. For good news for Dylan Young, he missed the first crash. Bad news was he did not miss the second. So for Dylan Young, that puts him back in 27th position right there. He's got no hood on his number 2 truck now. But we're set for a battle for the win here. So we'll have 3 laps of racing left to go here. Who's it going to be here at Charlotte? Well, you paid your money. Now take your choice here. Keith Batson leads. Second is Diego Yepes. Third is Carson Gum. Rob Evans is in 4th position, and 5th position right now belongs to Stephen Cologne. Green flag back out. 3 laps to go. Trucks out of the race are Laura Chung, Zachary Fitzwater, Jesse Turner, Brad Stover, James Sykes, and Nathan Ormond are all the trucks out of the race here after that skirmish on the previous caution to cause a previous caution flag to fly. Can Batson hold off his strong factor trucks? I don't know here because here comes Yepes to the low side. He's going to try to move to the inside of Batson. He's over the back bumper of that number 88 truck. But here comes Carson Gum. Gum, the number 99 truck. He moves low on Yepes' machine. Down the backstretch here. In the turn number 3, here comes Paul Minnick to the low side of Stephen Cologne in 23. And Bouchard's up there in the 87 truck. He's going to try to give them a shove. White flag waves. 1 to go for Keith Batson. He won at Sonoma the last race in the 3. He dominated that race in Sonoma, California, I should say. And now it's trying for 2 wins in a row here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Carson Gunn, though, is closing up in the number 99 truck. Can he make the move through 3 and 4 here, or does he have anything for Batson's truck? I don't think he does. Off to number 4 and 2 in a row for Keith Batson. He wins at Charlotte. Keith Batson takes the number 88 Menards Ford to the victory lane here, the Matt Crafton truck. Carson Gum comes home in 2nd position. A great day for the Thor Sport bunch. 3rd will go to Paul Minnick. 4th to Stephen Cologne. And Daniel Bouchard comes home in 5th. 6th will go to Cole Deaver. 7th to Diego Yepes. I thought he might have had a shot there in the last few laps of this race, though, to try to go for the win. And I thought he was actually going to there for a minute. But unfortunately, Fate Fate played a role right there for Yepes, and that dropped him down to 7th. 8th will go to Pedro Lucas. 9th to Quentin Moore. A great recovery after that spin he suffered earlier in the race here, and finishing 10th will go to Rob Evans. Average speed 112.762. Rest of the finishing order for this race here today. Kev Shear, we haven't talked about him at all today. He finishes in 11th position. 12th will go to Joshua Osborne. 13th to William Brock. 14th to Matt Haas, Moscow with a 15th place finish. 16th will go to Matt McIntyre. Phil Parker 17th. Cat Batson 18th. Johnny Gardner 19th. Jacob Thibodeau 20th. Kyle Matthews 21st. Then Scott Upton, Seth Cole, Ashlyn Boyd. Mitchell Collins was the top 25. Nathan Hudson and Dylan Young were the last 2 trucks to finish on the lead lap, finishing 26th and 27th. 2 trucks did not finish on the lead lap. That was John Andrews and Roberto Crown Jr. Those 2 were the last finishers of this race here today. Andrews was 1 lap down, and Crown was 2 laps down. Rest of the finishers here: Laura Chung out with an ignition failure on her number 51 machine. Zachary Fitzwater, Jesse Turner, and Brad Stover and Nathan Ormond were all out due to crashes here. James Sykes, who finished 34th out of the 35 trucks, had a camshaft failure, but for all intents and purposes, that's an engine failure on that number 74 machine. So that will do it here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here, congratulations again to Keith Batson, the winner here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway, as he wins 2 in a row as he dominated Sonoma. Now he wins here today at Charlotte, as we'll head to Dover Downs International Speedway, which is next on the tour for the NNSCRA Pizza Hut Truck Series. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything in this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Coldesar's first channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is his main series on this channel, I should say, too. And also our other people who does an NNSCRA offline series, including Dylan Young, whose YouTube user is X865398858X. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios NNSCRA. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. The man who really does the Marvel Studios Cup Series for the NNSCRA is Thrash Maniac 99. That's Levi McIntyre's channel. He's a good person who does that series. So that will do it here. So be sure to check out all the NNSCRA offline series, and you will not regret doing so. So that will do it here today at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll go to Dover next on the tour. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Dover.